This is Time Signatures with Jim Ervin, a podcast and radio program presented by the Capital Area Blues Society in Lansing, Michigan.
Driving up and down these Michigan roads, yeah.
And now, here he is, your host, Jim Ervin.
Well, thank you so much, Parker, and welcome to Time Signatures. I'm your host, Jim Ervin, and today's discussion is about a really cool project. The Chicago Blues Lifters is a group of professional blues musicians that bills itself as the upper echelon of the past, present, and future of the genre. The group features Grammy and Blues Music Award-winning artists that have had the honor of recording, performing, and supporting other notable artists such as Buddy Guy, Eric Clapton, Jimmie Rodgers, Keith Richards, Junior Wells, and many more. The group's new CD, entitled Blues Scouts, is produced by Kenny Beedy Smith and Michael Freeman, co-produced by Brian Vibberts, and features a literal who's who of the blues artists. Now, here to talk about this new project is one of the producers, Kenny Smith, and another legendary member of the team, Bob Stroger. Gentlemen, welcome to Time Signatures. How are you?
Oh, feeling great here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we are glad to have you along, and I'm so thankful that Lynn brought you guys to my attention. I have to tell you, I'm loving the CD. I actually have listened to it a few times through, and I want to hear a little bit about the formation of the Chicago Blues Lifters. So, Kenny, where did this whole thing start, and who do you have on the team presently?
Oh my goodness. Well, it started, I guess we can say it started a long time ago. Like you said, we've been playing together for years and years and years, collectively. And, we would always go out as, Chicago All-Star Blues Band. When we travel, nationally or internationally, we was always considered Chicago All-Star Band, Blues Band.
Okay.
And I remember us sitting at the table one day, all of us, because we really were having fun. I mean, we all of us get along on and off the road. So we sat there and we're like, you know what? We really need to have a name. We're doing this all the time. We're doing it anyway. This is what we do. We need to have a name for ourselves. And that's where it started. And believe it or not, Mr. Bob Stroger is the one who came up with the name Chicago Blues Lifters.
Nice.
And he told me, and when I asked him why, and we all asked him, he said, well, you know what, we playing blues all the time, and, we make people feel good. We're here to lift them up, So he said, Chicago Blues Lifters. I said, all right, we're the Chicago Blues Lifters. That's what we do.
Now, speaking of Bob, I need to bring him in as well. He's another multiple Blues Award winner, a celebrated bassist, and people absolutely love this guy. He also has the distinction of being the oldest still touring blues musician on the planet at 93 years young. Bob Stroger. Bob, you penned a couple of songs on this album as well, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. I'm so proud to be a part of this group. The lifters are the big word, because we lift one another.
That's
and
right.
It's just so nice. Everybody don't look down at one another. We go up there and people see it. We having fun on the bandstand, people automatically have fun. So we have fun doing it, playing with one another. So this is a great thing that means so much to me. And I always say from father to son. I started, me and Kenny's father worked together for years, and now we're hooked up together, And as I say, my daddy used to say, good things come to those who wait. We got our foot at the door.
That's right.
For this Grammy thing, and I just hope we can open the door.
Yes.
Because we work really hard to get here, and
yes, sir.
Be a part of it.
Now,
Yes.
Gentlemen, is this the first time that you guys have recorded an album of this caliber together as the Chicago Blues Lifters?
As the Chicago Blues Lifters, yes, it's the first time, which made it so special because we wanted to, like Bob said, there's no band leaders. We all we considered family and friends. So we wanted to get together and bring everybody personality out on this album. So when you listen from song to song, you hear our personalities from every person in the band. You can hear the sound of their personality is in those songs.
Well, I enjoy that part of it because there's quite a variety in there. Different varieties of the blues genre are brought out in the album. But Kenny, you have to be absolutely proud as a peacock of the song "Get on the Lift,"
Oh,
as you co-wrote this with your 12-year-old daughter Clara, right?
yeah, she's 10, well, 10 years old. She's 10. She's
Oh
actually
my
10 years
goodness.
old when she
I
wrote it.
gave
I
her
was
2 years too much.
Yeah. I was in the basement getting working on the song, had some music going and I was working on the song and she heard me. She came down and said, "What you working on?" I said, "I'm working on this. Check this out." I started singing. She gave me a look, kind of I'm like, "What do you think?" She's like, "Well, you kind of should say this." "Oh, really? Well, you do it then." So she started singing the song and putting the lyrics to it. And I'm, "Oh, okay, that
Wow.
works." And then so she took over. I literally said, "You know what? This is her song. I'm gonna let her go for it." And she went for it. I let her push her blues out the way she wanted to push it out. The only verse I got out was the first verse. That's it. Everything else was her. Yeah. So
What'd
proud.
you
Definitely a proud papa.
Go ahead, Bob? What'd you want to say?
Oh, I just say, those children are so great for little Teddy. I just love the family. They're part of my family, and that's the way we feel about one another in this group we got. We family. We look out for one another. Nobody's no leaders. We get in there. All of us have something to say. It's just great. It
Yeah.
touches my heart to even be with a group like this.
That's wonderful. Now,
Yeah.
I know that both of you had a hand in writing some of the tracks on this CD, as we mentioned, but as you step back and take a look at the album as a whole, I'd like for each of you to share with me your favorite track and why. And Bob,
Oh.
I'm going to go ahead and put you on the spot first. What do you think?
Who? Me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, uh,
Go for it, Bob. Go for it.
oh yeah. My favorite track is well, all of them is good, but the one that I wrote, "The World Is in a Tango." I did that when I was stuck in Switzerland for 4 months
Wow.
during the virus bit, and it means so much to me because that's a true situation.
Yes, sir.
So that kind of touches me. I didn't want to leave Switzerland, but I knew I need to be back home, and so it just started from there. And I came back in there. Never thought it was gonna be a song, but that's what was going through my mind, and I just put it together and put it on the CD.
Hmm. Kenny, how about you?
Yes. Oh my goodness. I cannot say that there's one, I'm not being biased, but I cannot say that there's not one song on there that moves me. I mean, I listen to the album hundreds of times and I'm still tapping my foot to every track. I'm sorry. I sound biased, but I really, as a musician, just hearing those songs, all of them, just, I know they're a part of my family doing these things. It touches me and I'm always tapping my feet. And like I said, I done heard them over probably 1,000 times by now, and I'm still enjoying every song every time I hear it. Every last one of them on there, and it makes me proud to have my daughter, the next generation, hopefully in blues, to be
Yes.
carrying on. So that makes that very special, special for me. That part makes it special for me.
Kenny,
And
do you feel like maybe, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, Bob. Go ahead.
and musician is very tricky because for us being satisfied with the song, I don't think I ever could have sung it that I'm really satisfied with it. That's reading. I got a whole stack of songs behind me when I cut with the artist. It's history. I try not to go back to it unless I'm gonna play with them again,
Right.
because always something you say, I should have did this, I should have did that. So I think I'm my own enemy when it comes to that. Never really think about what I do.
Right on. Well, I was reading the CD jacket this morning, and as I was preparing for this interview, I was listening to the album, and I did listen to it a couple of times. That's one of the exercises that I try to do is immerse myself in the music of the people that I'm talking to. And I read this on the back of the CD jacket. The Chicago Blues Lifters offers an unparalleled, authentic Chicago blues experience that is wowing audiences across the globe. Their performances transport its listeners into a blues trance and delivers pure and rare blues magic. All I can say is, wow, man, that's some kind of marketing right there. But I want to see the show now. So tell me,
That's
is there
right.
a tour planned? Is one going on right now?
We working. We're gonna look out for us in the summertime for sure. Festival season. Festival season is down right now, and we're going into the winter. But look out
Sure.
definitely in the summertime. Be looking out for us. We will be on the lift in the summertime. Definitely be doing some festivals. So as of now, we're working. Right. We're working right now. We're doing a lot of interesting. We're doing a lot of corporate, a lot in the private sector,
Really?
which is really, really awesome for us. Yes, that's really going very well for us. Yes, and they're finding us and hiring us, and we there to, like you say, go there and lift them up and play some good music.
Do you guys feel, Bob, let me ask you, because I know you've been at this for a long time. Do you feel like maybe the Chicago Blues Lifters is lending itself to putting the blues back in the mainstream a little bit more?
Oh yes, oh yeah. What I like about this uh CD, you got all kind of talent there. You got the guys with different ideas, different styles of singing. You may don't like one person, but it's so much more talented that there's
Mm.
something on that like because we got so much going on that CD.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Oh
Sure.
Probably
yeah.
one of the greatest things I ever did. Well, Kenny came along with it, man. And I never been in this situation before. It just
Yeah,
gave me
we've been.
chills to think about it.
Kenny, that's a really, really big compliment. And I know you want to say something, but I want to throw something at you
Sure.
because I happen to know that both of you work quite a bit with Bob Cortor out in Phoenix. And you guys have done some really cool collaborations. How do you feel about what he just said? That's a real boost for you, isn't it?
Oh my goodness. I say I like Bob Stroger is like a second father to me. I mean, I really mean that. We on the phone day and night. We all the time, every day we're talking, and just just like family, we checking in on each other and looking out for one another. We collaborate on so many projects together. It's like what I say. It's like the glue in the paper. It just sticks together. That's what we do. Bob's the glue. I'll be the paper, and we just stick together. We know on stage and off stage we're gonna make some good music. That we know each other so well without even talking one word. We just know we get on the stage, the music start flying. We're already talking. We having so many conversations
Yes, sir.
up there. So it means a lot. It means a lot. And what really means a lot to me is, like I say, Bob's 93 years old, and this was a goal for me and the entire band, is getting Bob up there to get recognized. And hopefully we definitely shooting for the Grammys, because I really want Bob to have that
Yes.
experience at 93 years old. I think that's well deserved, and I think he's we put out a great album for him to really go in stride with.
Yes, sir. Now,
Yeah.
guys, your group touts itself as the best of the past, present, and future of the blues genre. I'm curious to know how the younger members of the Lifters interact with the older members. Do you feel that there's a genuine appreciation between the age groups there?
Bob, you can answer that.
Well, it's like I said, we the lifters, we lift up everyone. I know I'm the senior of the group, and who knows, maybe I'm the weakest one of the group up
No.
there, but don't they make me feel that way when I come off the bandstand. They make me feel like I did my job, so nobody looked down on one another on this in this band. As I say, we lift one another. We're one get up there and we be applauding for them when they come out, just like the audience do. So
Yes.
it started there. I noticed that when I think we was in Spain somewhere,
Mm,
now
yeah.
the guys are just what I did, man. I wasn't satisfied with the show, but they just gave me so much lift, that hey,
Sure.
man, you did it, you killed them. So that's
And he did. And
good.
don't let Bob fool you. Bob, don't let Bob fool you over there. Bob is the brain behind the band. Don't let him fool you now. Bob is the brain. He's the elder.
You got him
We
laughing
all
too.
listen. We all listen to Bob. We all listen to Bob. So don't let him fool you. He's the brains here because he's the elder, and we listen to him, and he gives great advice, and we take that advice
Yes,
and
sir.
we went with it. And the younger generation, I love that about them too, because they're looking for it. You know, they're looking for this guidance, and once they get it, they take it and run with it too, which is what makes the music grow.
Now, Kenny, I want to step back for just a minute because we mentioned your daughter Clara a
Yes.
few minutes ago. How cool is it that she's learning at the feet of such greats as Bob Stroger, Kimberly Hot Sauce Johnson, and the rest? I mean, talk about passing the baton for a moment. That must be something to behold from your perspective, yeah?
Well, it's pretty cool because I mean it's like my father, to me, now it's just going down to not just Clara, my son, my oldest daughter, they all can play. They all can play. Clara loves to
Nice.
sing and play. So yeah, so passing it down is more like it's a part of just giving a piece of your soul on to move on, to keep moving it, to keep the music moving. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
what it feels to me. That's what passing the
That's what
baton
I
is.
like about those kids, Kitty. I be up for nervous to death, and they go up on the bandstand. They laugh at me because I'm nervous. I want them to do so well, and they come out. Hey, they doing it. So it's just a family here. I'm really close to them. The kids are close to me. Little Teddy, all
Hmm.
love
Yeah.
them. It's just a part of my family. So I don't know. As I say, give me goosebumps to think about somebody that we are so close and get along so good together.
Yes,
When
sir.
I get in there having a problem, Kenny's the first one I put on the phone. Hey, Punk Kenny, what can I do here? I deal with this.
That's
So
right.
that's the way we are.
Yep.
Very cool. Now, for those that don't know, we mentioned this a couple minutes ago as well. These two gentlemen are also regular collaborators with Bob Cortor, who is an incredible blues musician, harmonicist, and producer. And I'm such a fan of his many collaborative albums that he's puts out. Um, it's always an enjoyable experience to listen to his work. And I happen to know that you guys are going to be in Helena, Arkansas for the King Biscuit coming up. Are the
Yes.
Lifters going to be performing there as well?
No, not this year. So what's special about this project? I mean, we've been going down there since I probably was not even grown yet. So we go down there every year. We go down to the Helena King Biscuit Festival. Me and Bob, we play together normally with Bob McGold, and it's just the traditional band that we get together. We get up there and we
Yeah.
jam. I mean, years and years, and that started with, as you would say, passing the baton. That started with my father doing that before I was doing it. So that's kind of what it was. It was passed down to me to do it. And we go down there faithfully, every year to get on that stage and play some music in my father's hometown, actually. It's Helena.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, do me a favor while you're down there. Michigan's going to be well represented this year because I have it on good authority that we've got Larry McCray coming down, and we
Mm-hmm.
also have Thornetta Davis. She's actually going to be doing some Coco Taylor numbers, and hope I didn't tip her hand, but she did one of them for us Friday night at Canton at the theater. And really looking forward to getting some good reports out of Helena during the event. Of course, Bob will be there.
Yep.
Bob Cortor will be there. I'm sure Steady Rolling Bob Margolin's going to be there. But I got to tell you, man, Lynn Orman sent me this CD and she said, "You got to listen to this." And she didn't tell me anything more. That's all she said. And I'm really thankful that she sent it to me because it's a work that's really worthy of the time that you guys put into it. And I'm not just saying this because you're here. I'm saying it because I believe in this project. It's definitely worth a listen, and people really, really. I know you can listen to it for free. Support these musicians, folks. Buy the CD. You'll thank me for it. And by the way, um, are you going to have this out on vinyl too?
Oh, well, me and Bob thinking about that. We didn't quite say, Bob said he don't want to carry that big box yet, but we're thinking about it. We're thinking about getting that out along with our merch. We have some merch
Sure.
coming along. Pretty soon too. Yeah. So
Well, you
it's
keep
not
me
in the pipeline.
you keep me posted if you put vinyl out, I will buy one. Just because, as you can see, I've got vinyl over here to my left.
I
Got
see
a
it.
real nice collection that I've built since April. And I never turned down a chance to own some vinyl and some merch. If you have a shirt, I'll buy a shirt so I can wear it on my show. But where in the meantime can folks go to get a copy of the CD, maybe book you for a show or get more information on the Chicago Blues Lifters?
Well, if you're gonna easy enough, the name explains itself. You go to ChicagoBluesLifters.com. You can find all the information you want. That's our headquarters for everything Chicago Blues Lifters. You want to book us, you call Chicago Blues Agency, or you email them info@chicagobluesagency.com. Those are our main contacts. That's our website and our booking agents.
Very
Agency.
cool.
And if you see me on the show, you can get one from me.
That's right. Bob
There you go.
too. Right.
And you guys will have these down at Helena, is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, there's some breaking news, folks, right there.
Yes,
You can pick up a copy of it this weekend.
I just got through packing the box now.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Well, Bob Stroger, Kenny Beedy Smith, I want to thank you both so much for dropping by today to talk about this incredible album project. I wish you both much success in this endeavor. And by all means, reach out anytime you guys have something to promote. My door is always open to you.
We absolutely will. Thank you for having us. We really appreciate the opportunity to come on and talk to you. We love it.
Thank you so much.
It is my pleasure. And that brings us to a close for this edition of Time Signatures with Jim Ervin. Once again, my thanks to Kenny Smith and Bob Stroger, but most importantly to you, our fan, our listener, our subscriber, for without you, none of this would be possible. Jim Ervin reminding you that keeping the blues alive is everyone's responsibility, but preserving the history of the blues one story at a time is my mission. Until next time, so long.
Baby, and you hurt me down inside. Yes, you hurt me, baby, and you hurt me down inside.
My car just died, I lost track of time. I'm not trying to pull a fast one. I said that's okay, you have a nice day, stick a fork in me. I'm done.
Night and day, can I love you, babe? Love you night and day. It's getting late, turn the lamps on low. We gon' party like never before. Chicago Shuffle, Chicago Shuffle.
Hi, my name is Clara Smith, and I'm one of the co-writers of a song called Get on the Lift that is on the brand new Chicago Blues Lifters album. Right now, I'm so excited for you to hear it. Tell me what you think.
This has been Time Signatures with Jim Ervin, presented by the Capital Area Blues Society in Lansing, Michigan. For more information on cabs, visit capitalareablues.org. You can find this episode and past episodes at lccconnect.org. The Time Signatures theme song, Michigan Roads, is used by permission and was written by Root Doctor, featuring Freddie Cunningham.
You know I'm trying, baby, driving up and down these Michigan roads, yeah.
Until next time, keep on keeping the blues alive.